Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Visibility Unlocked. In our last episode, we talked about right versus wrong visibility, the symptoms, what to do when you're in the wrong visibility, and why following what other things that you should be doing is keeping you stuck in that wrong visibility. We also introduced a little bit about human design and how it is a tool to help you uncover your right visibility map. Now, as a quick recap, human design is the science of differentiation. It is a self-development tool that shows you how you best interact with the world and get things done, how you best make decisions, how you create more energy, and how you are designed to be seen. And that last piece lives in your profile lines, which is exactly what we're going to be diving into even deeper today and what that actually looks like. So if you're new to human design, you're in the perfect place. If you're not new, I want you to lean in because I'm going to uncover how your profile lines show you what your authority actually looks and feels like. As entrepreneurs, we know the value of presenting yourselves as an authority in our industry. But when we hear somebody tell us that we need to show up as the authority in order for other people to see us as the authority, what does that even really mean? And at the end of the day, there's so much more to presenting ourselves as an authority than just dressing like one and having professional brand photos or a fancy website or hiring out graphic designers to create all of our graphics and visuals like our logo. What it's really about is the energy behind all of those visual aspects of looking professional. Because you can certainly look the part, but that doesn't automatically make you an authority. Even your experience, your knowledge isn't quite enough because you can have all of the knowledge, all of the experience, and still not be seen as an authority. And this is where human design profile lines start to make the impact to having you not only feel like an authority, but be seen like one too. So what are profile lines? In human design, there are 6 profile lines, and these are known as our personality traits. And we each have 2. One is our conscious profile line, which is how we see ourselves. And the other is our unconscious profile line, and this is how the outside world sees us. And these profile lines show us what our authority looks and feels like. And today I'm going to give you a quick overview of each line and what they are designed to be seen as and for. So if you know your profile lines, wonderful. If you don't, really, it's okay. You can still get a lot out of what I'm about to share with you. Okay, so let's start with line 1. This is literally titled The Authority. So your authority comes through your depth. This is about establishing a really unique, deep, grounded foundation on a specific topic. So investigating, researching, knowing as much as you possibly can, not only about that topic, but about what other people in your industry are doing with that knowledge. And it comes down to how are you doing it differently or better than everybody else? So when you start presenting yourself as an authority, as a line 1, your depth is what people are going to recognize and trust. So when you start talking about your specific topic that you have all of this depth on, people lean in and they say, wow, you know so much about that. This is literally your line 1 shining through. Now, a line 2 is known as the hermit. And with a line 2, you are seen for your natural gift, your natural talent. It is literally the talent that is so innate that you can't even see it in yourself until other people call it out of you. And you don't see this in yourself because it comes so effortlessly to you. It is literally something that is so innate, it takes other people calling you out in order to make it real. So when you're talking about something, when you're sharing this natural gift of yours, and people say, "Oh my gosh, you are so good at that." And your response in your head or out loud is, "Well, that was easy." This is your line 2 shining through. Moving on to line 3, these lines are known as the experimenter. They are the ones that literally go out and live life. They do everything in trial and error to see what is working and what is not working. So your authority lives in your experience. It is that drive to see what works and what doesn't, what you've learned through your trial and your error. And your lived experience is the thing that people trust. But the thing is, in order to be seen as an authority here, for you have to be honest. You have to give them the full story, not just the highlight reel. It's not just about telling them what you've learned, but what you had to go through in order to learn that. It's telling them the whole story, especially what went wrong and how that led you to learning what went right. Your authority as a line 3 really lies in your honesty and that lived experience that you're sharing. So as you're sharing this story, people are going to respond to you like, "Oh my gosh, there's no way that I would put in that much effort to find out what's going on or to figure out how it works. I just want to know the solution." And you're like, "I have to. I absolutely have to get my hands in the dirt and dig around and find out what works and what doesn't. Otherwise, it drives me nuts because I have to know all the different options in order to determine what is the best solution." This is your line 3 shining through. Now, a line 4 is known as the opportunist. This is like the networker person. This is about your relationships. It's your reputation. This is where your authority lives in your relationships, your network, who you know, who you are partnered with, who you can connect other people to. It's about the connections that you have. And your reputation moves through the people around you. This is where your authority lies. This is about establishing relationships and creating a network of people so that when somebody needs your services, other people in your network are like, "I know the person for you." And they think of you. This is your 4 line shining through. Now, a line 5 is known as the heretic. Okay. This is that hero, save the day energy. And a heretic is known for their practical solutions and their out of the box thinking, for being able to reframe things. People come to see you because you can see what they can't and can deliver a clear answer. Now, with the line 5, a lot of people are going to project onto you that you have the solution for them. And you may or you may not. It's about really owning what you do know and not being afraid of saying, "Hey, I don't have a solution for that, but I know somebody who does." This is where your authority comes through. And if somebody projects a problem onto you, which they very easily do because they can feel, they can sense that you will have an answer for them. You have a solution and you give them a solution and they sit there and they look at you, "Oh my gosh, I never thought of it that way." This is your line 5 shining through. You in that moment are being seen as an authority. Now, line 6, you are known as the role model. And your authority lies in integrity and embodiment. Okay. This is about you showing yourself walking the walk that you talk. And it's having an objective perspective. And when you do this, you become incredibly inspirational. People are literally watching how you live it, not just what you say. And when you say that you are doing something, or this is the best way to do it, and then they watch you live it, they automatically see you as an authority on that particular topic. So friends, when it comes to your messaging, your voice, and your content, we use your profile lines as a filter and a lens. These lines just aren't who you are. It's how you filter every visibility decision. So what you talk about, how you show up, what you lead with, how you position yourself, it all runs through these lines if you want to be seen as an authority. But when you ignore them, you end up performing a visibility that belongs to somebody else. And when you honor them, everything feels more natural, more magnetic. People start to lean in. They want to talk to you more, and everything else begins to shift. Knowing and understanding your profile lines is a very simple first step of implementation to moving out of your wrong visibility into your right visibility. Now, as I went through these 5 lines, you probably were able to recognize maybe how you're currently showing up. And if you know your profile lines and you heard all of these and you're like, okay, I'm a 2-4, but I've been showing up like a 1-3. Well, no wonder nobody sees me as an authority. No wonder I feel so invisible, even though I'm putting in all of this effort. Friends, this is not about adding more to your to-do list. This is not about piling on one more step, one more framework, one more thing that you've got to do. You're already doing visibility work inside of your business. This is literally just about making the shift and ensuring that you're putting all of your energy and effort into the right direction for you to be seen as an authority. So if you want to go deeper and uncover your full visibility map, this is exactly what I do inside my human design client readings. This is where we look at your full human design, your energy type, your strategy, your authority, your profile lines. We even look at your numerology to see what season of life that you're in, to map out exactly what your right visibility looks for you right now. I'm going to drop a link in the show notes for you to book a reading and learn more, and I can't wait to see you. Until then, let's lead our visibility from the inside out. Most conversations about being seen stop at how you market yourself. Here at Visibility Unlocked, we crack open the 3 layers of visibility: market, client, and inner presence. Because without all 3, you're in the wrong visibility, and wrong visibility is just as bad as none. If you've been putting a lot of effort into showing up and still aren't seeing the results you desire, then you know it's time for a different approach. So hit subscribe, because that's exactly what the show is here to give you. And if you're finding value here, please leave a review so others can find their way to their right visibility too. Please note that the information shared in this podcast is not intended as legal, health, or financial advice and is for entertainment purposes only. If you are looking for professional advice in any of these areas, please seek out a local professional. Thank you for being here, and until next time, lead your visibility from the inside out.